any updates. I have my session checklist, which came with my workbook. And then I have just got some notes, which have got how many rep sets that I'll be doing with my client. So, just going to run through my PARQ now with my client just to check that nothing's changed. So, hi, welcome to the session. We're just going to quickly run through your PARQ just to see if there's anything changed. So, have you had any new injuries, any new doctor visits recently? No? That's fine then. And then, just so you know, the fire exits are just on this back wall over here, and then obviously down the stairs and the front doors where we came in. The first aid kit is located in the manager's office, and the first aider is the manager. So if you're happy with that, then we'll get started. So today's session is just going to involve a warm-up, which is going to be on the treadmill, which we'll move on to now. We've got 2 sets of stretches, warm-up stretches and cool-down stretches. And then we're just going to be using some machinery, some weights, and then just bodyweight exercises. So yeah, we'll move on to that. So we're just going to now go to the treadmill so she can do her warm-up. Okay, so I'm just going to run through with you how we're going to do, how obviously to use the machinery first. So if you just want to step to the side down here. So the first thing, you're just gonna run through all the buttons. So obviously go is to make it start. Cool down is just to, when you're jogging, it'll slow it down gradually for you. And then stop button, it stops. Doesn't stop immediately, but it stops quicker than it will with a cool down. This big red one is your emergency stop, and I am going to ask you to clip that onto you. Just in case you were to trip or something like that, it stops it immediately. These 2 buttons here are to gradually increase the speed of the treadmill and then obviously decrease. And then you've got the incline as well. So you can increase the incline and then decrease as well. You have got loads of different settings, but as this is just a warm-up, we're just going to gradually increase your speed. So if you want to just jump on here for me. So you're going to make sure you stay in the middle of the belt the whole time. Yeah. Normal heel toe like you're walking. So if you just want to attach that to you. Yeah, attach it to the bottom there. And then if you just want to click go for me. And then click it again. Okay, so then if you want to just start slowly walking and then increase that up until you're at a comfortable pace. So if you just go to 1, yeah, stay on 1. And then we're just going to gradually increase the speed every minute, just so it warms you up. Yeah, and then if you just leave it on that, and then just increase your incline by 1. So it goes up in 0.5. So if you click it to number 1, there you go. And then obviously you've got your timer on here as well, so you can see when you need to increase. Just going up each minute for 5 minutes. Okay, so if you want to now increase your speed up to number 2, leave it at that. Yeah. Make sure you're looking forwards, don't be looking around or looking at the floor at any time so it can disorientate you. Okay, if you want to just increase it up to 3 for me, just to pick up the speed a little bit. Feel free to hold on to the handles if you need to as well. Is that feeling okay? Not too quick? Okay, in another 10 seconds, you're just going to increase it again to around 3.5. Because we're on 3 now, so if you just do it to 3.5 for me. And then you can just decrease your incline as well. As it's getting quicker, it'll be harder to go on an incline. If you just click it again, so it goes down to 0. Okay, in another 15 seconds, we're going to increase it again, but it'll likely take you to a light jog. It just depends if you feel comfortable enough to run on the treadmill. If not, we can just increase it one more just to make it so you're walking a bit quicker. It's just to get your heart rate up. Yeah, go on. And just remember to keep your head up, looking forwards. Just another 30 seconds left. Okay, and then if you just want to start clicking cool down, it'll just gradually slow it down for you, just so you don't come to a complete stop. How did that feel?
Yeah.
Good? Feel free to have a drink as well while you're cooling down. Okay, then if you just want to click stop for me, and then it'll slowly come to a stop. Okay, then you unclip yourself. And then, so that's the warm-up complete. So now we're just going to go on to some stretches, so your dynamic and your static stretches. So I'm just going to turn the camera around and we'll do it here. Okay, so the first stretch we're going to go into is a squat with an overhead arm swing. So if you just want to stand in front of me there so you can see. So like a normal squat position, feet just a bit past shoulder width apart. You can turn your feet out to help with stability. Just going to squat and swing your arms back, keeping your spine nice and neutral. And then you're going to swing your arms up and then down again and then up. You're not jumping off the floor. You're keeping your both feet firmly on the floor, but you're just jumping like that. Just making sure you keep your back in a nice neutral position the whole time. So if you just want to squat for me, so bringing your arms up, bring them back first, yeah, and then swing them up to the top, yeah, and then do that again for me, yeah, and then up. Try not to lean too far forwards. Make sure knees go over toes as well for me, like exactly like a normal squat position. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to move on to some lunges with rotation. The balance, you might lose your balance a little bit, but don't worry too much. So typically like a normal lunge, you're going to lunge forward like this, but as you lunge, you're going to twist your arms around, and this should keep balance. It is just sometimes balance can be off. So you're going to do this for 10. So if you want to give it a go, the other way. Yeah. So you're going to swing your arms to the leg. The leg that goes forward, your arms go that way as well. Yes. And then back to the front, and then switch to the other leg, and then up, then this leg. This leg. Yeah, then the other leg. Make sure just to pause a little bit at the bottom so it properly gets you to, you can twist to warm your body up. 7. This leg. 8. 9. And 10. Okay, perfect. So we're just going to do a couple more stretches, but these ones are static, so you're not moving. We've got the seated adductor. So you're just going to want to take a seat on the floor like this. Bring your legs in as close to you as you can. And then you're just going to push your knees, try and get your knees to the floor, but keeping your feet together the whole time. Nice neutral back, straight back. You can hold onto your feet if you want, or you can hold onto your legs. I find holding onto your feet, you have more balance. And then you can just stretch. And we're just going to hold that for around 10 seconds. Just so we make sure we get a nice stretch. Yeah, and then try and push your knees down as far as they can go. As long as you feel the stretch in your groin, then that's how you know you're doing it right. Nine and 10. Okay. Now we're just going to move on to the standing gastrocnemius. So you're just going to come over to this wall, both hands on there, and you're just going to bend your front leg, one leg in front of the other, push onto the wall, and you'll feel the stretch in the back of your leg here. And you're just going to hold that position for, again, 10 seconds. But really make sure, obviously, we're going to do it on each leg as well. But just really push, keeping your heel on the floor because you're going to stretch. That's when you'll feel the stretch. If you're like that, it's not going to feel as effective. So if you want to put both hands on the wall, one leg in front of the other, yeah, bend that knee straight, yeah, and then we're just going to hold that one for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, switch legs. Okay, heel on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, that's fine. We're just going to do a hamstring stretch. So you're going to want to 2 feet together, 1 foot in front, only your heel on the floor. You're going to bend your back leg, put your hands on here for balance, and really like try and get your toe pointing to the ceiling, and you're going to feel it all down the back of your leg, mainly your hamstrings. And you're just going to hold that for 10 seconds on each leg again. Yeah, perfect. Nice neutral spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, switch legs. Yeah, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, perfect. So that's all the stretches complete for the warm-up. How did that feel? Was that okay?
Really good,
yeah. Okay, so we're going to go on to some fixed resistance machines now. So we need to head downstairs, and then we will carry on. I don't know if I'm using it or not. Okay. So I'm just going to show you how to use the assisted pull-up machine. So we've got different handles. We're going to be using the very top ones. So all you want to do, you can use these to stand onto it if you want, just to help you get your balance. So you're going to stand onto these two. This is where your knees are going to go. First off, you're going to want to grab onto here, neutral grip, overhand grip. This here is how you can adjust the weight that you use. So the lower the weight, the harder it's going to be. So that because it's giving you less assistance. So we're just going to put it on 41 for now. And we're going to see how this goes for the first set. So again, overhand grip. Then just put your knees onto the pad. Let yourself drop down so you overstretch. And then you're going to pull up, making sure your chest is up the whole time. Even if it helps looking up to the ceiling to drive your elbows down. Okay, and then when you're done, You can just put your feet on, then just slowly take your weight off the pad on there, and then you can step down. So you're going to do 10. Yeah, for 2 reps. Depending on how you feel with this one, we might lower the weight. So overhand grip, lower yourself down, keep your chest up. If it helps, look up so it helps you drive up. And then pull your elbows to your side and then lower again. Yeah? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the last one, 10. Okay, and then if you want to slowly lower yourself down so you can put your feet back onto the pads. And then slowly allow your weight to take that just so it meets there. How did that feel? Yeah? Okay, so now we're going to just do a 1 minute rest just so that your muscles don't get fatigued too quickly. Do you feel like you could use like a lower weight? No, want to stay at that one? Okay, that's fine. So we'll just do a 1 minute rest. I'm just going to be looking on my watch here just to make sure that I give you the right amount of rest. Okay, do you want to go back onto it then? You just jump on. Again, overhand grip. Lower yourself down and then off you go. Making sure your chest stays up and you can look up as well if that helps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the last one, and 10. There you go. And then if you want to grab onto these 2 bars here. Okay, that's great. How did that feel? Feel it then. Okay. So we are going to do seated leg press next. We've got seated leg press next, but I'm going to have to stop the video because both leg presses are taken at the minute. So as soon as that one of them is free, I will put the video again.